Hello and welcome to this look around my customised Encore Stratocaster circa mid 1970s. This is a guitar that was my first ever electric I had when I was around 12 years old. It's something that I've restored, well, ruined at a young age through excessive tremolo use. It got snapped from the body. And there was various awful repairs when I was young. Recently I've repaired it, and this is the result of my work. This is my first guitar repair. The original wings of the body are the original Ash Stratocaster body. We can see on the side here I've kept the small amount of remaining original red paint that was on the guitar. It's then had the central spine replaced entirely with spalted beech. There's been an oak fillet here and here, bound with mahogany. This is to fill up where there used to be the control cavity for the scratch plate. And then the same oak, believe it or not, was used end on with some lovely knots and burring to just give a different look. And this is the original Ash. It's now equipped. I set it up and got it. The neck pocket gap is less than ideal, as you can see that. It tapers off slightly towards the top here, but other than that, the fitment's quite good. And for a first go, I'm quite pleased. I've gone with a solid gold, obviously not actual gold, but a solid gold-coloured roller Les Paul type bridge and tailstock rather than the tremolo. And it's equipped with the dual function AMG 89 active pickup with the push-pull on the volume knob. If you can see that. That pulls up and that makes it into a single coil, active single coil, and then back into a active humbucker. Yes, the neck is completely stock as Encore made it in the 70s, other than I'd sanded off the logo, so I signed it and engraved that with a Dremel, filled it with black resin, and then I've upgraded to gold. These are Wilkinson tuners by Gotto, and then onto the back. Yeah, we've got the gold sort of strap lock type, strap locks even to hold the strap on. We've got the rear. I went with these cups rather than the with the neck plate. And then I've had to use, because in the past I'd made the cavity quite large, I've had to use a 10mm deep piece of acrylic and make the best of a bad situation with that. Obviously on the sides it's not ideal, some of the binding and so on is a bit dubious. But this is a lot of the details that I'm not as happy with, the stuff that I can revisit now I've got a bit more skill sort of collected. Right, that's it for the sort of looking and seeing, other than look how lovely it looks. Beautiful. It's covered in nitrocellulose lacquer, about I think 15 coats, something like that, 15 light coats, a 1200 grade wet sand, followed by a 2000 wet sand, and then a machine polish, just to get it nice and shiny. Right, and now we'll have a little acoustic and electric play, and I will show you the pickup and the sound of the instrument. Right, here we are. Excuse the buzz, the Marshall was just warming up. We'll just have a bit of acoustic sort of. So it's quite a nice warm and quite a loud sound for an electric solid body. So the only gaps, the only holes in the body, sorry, are obviously for the pickup and for the control cavity, which is only as large really as the controls you see. Sort of the rear of this oak area. That's it. I'll pull this out, so we start in single coil mode and we're in full tone, so bright as we can, and we're in clean single coil, so obviously reverb. And then we'll go, if I strum a chord and then change to humbucker, you'll hear the sound. See how it gets warmer and much more full in body. So much fuller, a lot more bass to that. Right, we're now going to do single coil, and I'll probably deafen you. Not too bad actually. See, for an active single coil sound, I don't think that's too bad for an active single coil. And now we're obviously going to full fat humbucker. And equally, if we knock down the overdrive considerably, bring up the volume slightly, and we'll volume it back up. We've now got that sort of classic crunch, and we can sort of Right, thanks for watching. I've got to go as my battery's nearly dead on the camera. Yes, thanks for looking. Please like and subscribe for more of videos of this sort of nature.